watching Central News at 6 with Wesley Smith and Hannah Shelswell.
Good evening. On the show tonight, rooftop siege.
He's been up there for nearly 16 hours. Just how did this man end up on the top of a building throwing bricks at police?
Also ahead, 2 months into the hosepipe ban, why is water still going down the drain?
I'll be telling you about the certificate I've awarded for helping my mum.
On the German beat, we're with the policemen hunting out the hooligans at the World Cup.
And have a pen and paper ready. A family holiday is up for grabs in our latest competition.
So first, it's been 16 hours, but there's no sign yet that he's ready to come down.
It's a new service specially designed for where you live, and Lisa Adlam can tell us more.
For nearly 40 years, people have been watching just one calendar at tea time, serving a population of more than 6 million across a vast area. But from January in 2007, there will be 2. One programme will cover the north and the west of the region, including York, Leeds and Bradford. And if you're watching tonight in East Yorkshire, or say down in Lincoln, close to the cathedral, or perhaps in the centre of Sheffield, then another tea time calendar will be transmitted just for you, and it's already received a warm welcome.
What this shows is that Hull is growing from strength to strength as a sub-regional centre, and hopefully Yorkshire and Calendar can play a good part in that in the future.
There's an awful lot going on in Sheffield. It's a big city, so if there's more time given to South Yorkshire, this area, I guess there'll be more coverage of Sheffield activities, and that's great because Sheffield is a city on the up with a lot going on and a lot to report.
So stay tuned for more details on Calendar's new twin service when you'll be getting more news where you are.
Thank you, Lisa. Well, as Lisa does say, we will keep you informed of the plans. They're not due to start until the new year, but exciting times ahead.
Very, but for now, here's more of the day's news where you are this evening.
Thanks and welcome to the evening news from the Calendar East News Desk.
With the way in which people live their lives, where people spend their time, rather than one that was, in a sense, an accident of the way the transmitters sat.
What will be the impact on jobs, Ian?
Well, as we've said to staff today, we anticipate there being a loss of probably up to 40 jobs, but as we would always hope to do in situations like this, we'll mitigate it where we possibly can. And of course, we'll enter into a full redundancy consultation and a full change consultation with all staff, both in Central and in Meridian, because of course the new service is being formed by the combination of part of the Central South area and the new service that we call Meridian West, which is based down in Whiteley near Southampton.
In brief, Ian, when's this likely to happen?
Well, a lot of engineering work to do, a lot of new investment to go into Abingdon, which is going to continue to be our news gathering centre. I hope people will be pleased to know that. By the time we get it all done and up and running, we're aiming to be on air in December.
Ian Squires, thank you very much.
Broadcast from studios in Windrush Way will be replaced with a new Thames Valley service. This will be presented from Southampton, although some staff will remain in Oxfordshire.
Central News South first came onto our screens on ITV in this region in January 1989. The news centre in Windrush Way was purpose-built, and the first news programme was presented by Wesley Smith, as it is today.
Good morning from Central News, and we begin with news that police are trying to negotiate with a man on a rooftop in Gloucester.
ITV intend to restructure their local news service to cover from Banbury in the north to Winchester in the south and Swindon in the west to Bracknell. The programme itself will be produced and presented from Southampton. Staff at the Abingdon site were shocked by today's news.
Well, nobody wanted to speak to us on camera today, but one employee told me that staff here feel upset, shocked and disappointed by today's announcement. Now, ITV claim that this is all about improving their output, while staff here say they can't see how that'll be achieved by tearing apart a successful regional programme. They're also concerned about the split site move to Southampton and, of course, their own jobs.
I think we're dealing with a lot of people who today will feel very, very sore about what's happening.